Hola chicos, buenos días. Hoy es martes, el 5 de mayo de 2020 y aquí estamos en el Hyperdoc. Chicos, felicidades. We are in the last month of school and you guys have been showing up to class and working hard. I'm super proud of you guys and you can do it. We just have this last chapter of In the Restaurant and I have a few things that I want to teach you this year before we review a little bit. And then you'll be good. Okay, so your password this week is going to be excuse me. So in Spanish, when you say excuse me, you say perdón. Okay, so you can say perdón, señor, perdón, señorita, or perdón, señora. When you say excuse me, Mr., Miss, or Mrs., if you're not sure if it's a Miss or Mrs., you can go with the Miss, the señorita, unless somebody is clearly much older, then you would call them señora. All right, so getting your waiter or waitress's attention. Perdón, señor. Perdón, señorita. Perdón, señora. And then this little phrase I want you to get really good at this week. So, me falta. Me falta means I'm lacking something or I'm missing something. So you're going to tell me all week that you're missing something. So this is a good time to tell me like you're missing a napkin or a fork or a glass of water. So, for example, if I want to say I'm missing a fork, I'd say me falta un tenedor, or me falta una servilleta for a napkin. So un and una are really important when you're using me falta. Yeah. Okay. Now, what's going on? If you're missing something that is plural, like I'm missing some French fries, for example, you would say me faltan with an N. So you can put an N on this, just like gusta and gustan. Okay, so there's that. And then follow it up, since you guys know the verb traer, and we're practicing with that, say, ¿Puede usted traerme unos, or unas? So say, excuse me, Mr., Mrs., I'm missing a blank. Can you bring me a blank? So you'll repeat that word, whatever it is, and just using this format. Okay, if you guys can get really good at this phrasing, it's going to help you a ton when you guys go to do your speaking assessment in this chapter, which is your last major grade. You're going to pretend to be in a restaurant eventually in groups, and you're going to be ordering and talking. So get good at this phrase all week. You have all week to do it. You can read it when you're saying your password, and just keep up that oral practice of Spanish. It's making you guys so much better. Perdón, señora, me falta un tenedor. ¿Puede usted traerme un tenedor? So that would be for a fork. All right, cool. Today, your objective is puedo aplicar la diferencia entre ser y estar en la página 57. All right, guys, we're working on ser versus a star. And last week, I had you take some quick notes on that. So please find your ser versus a star notes. And then I'm going to have you watch a silly video on YouTube. And I like these guys. They make funny videos for learning grammar in Spanish.
We hope you have enjoyed your Poor versus Power lesson.
Zachary.
Now you can go back to playing Call of Duty.
And we can go back to the penitentiary.
Well, that didn't help at all.
Really?
Well, actually, I needed help with ser versus a star.
We can fix that with one of our 7 approved lessons from the New York State Board of Regents.
Here you go.
Listen up, young knowledge seekers. Papa John's blasting out your speakers. Take your Espanol up by far, no more pour and pour. Sir the star, we quicken the pace, your heart's ours to race. We lace the verbs and knowledge, fix your sad case. So this is the drill, it's something you know. So start taking notes and scooch. Let's go!
Estar, listen up to these bars, and when you're done, you'll be a Spanish superstar. You and me will learn to use to be. Let your ears escuchar tu ser estar. Hey!
When you Sarah right, first time is when you are described.
Okay, so please watch this video a couple of times throughout the next week or two. Sarah and a star is used for lots of different things. So let's review what you should have in your notes right now. All right. You should have Sarah and a star conjugated on your notes. And so you've got soy, eres, es, somos, sois, and son. And then you have estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. And if you look closely at my notes, you'll notice that you have the same exact meanings for both verbs. So yo soy is I am, and so is yo estoy. So that's a problem because when are we supposed to use those two? And that's why we started this lesson. If you look down here, you'll see I kind of summarized what you were supposed to have written down last Friday. So use ser when you're describing physical or personality qualities. Use ser for calendar stuff like dates, days, seasons, telling time. What things are made out of, like this is made out of cotton, or these things are made out of wood or metal. Showing possession, like this is mine or that is yours. Relationships, this is my dad, this is my mom. Origin, I'm from Chicago, soy de Chicago. Okay. Now use a star when you're describing feelings like sad, triste, ocupado, contento, bien. For locations like a la izquierda, a la derecha, arriba, abajo, cerca, lejos. Or even just locations as far as like en casa or está en el centro comercial. Civil statuses like married, casado, deceased, muerto. And present progressives, we'll get more into that next year, but just be aware that that's going to be something that comes up. The Sarah and the Star saga will continue into Spanish 2 and 3, and you'll just continue to build your knowledge on how to use it. Okay, so you have your notes here on that, and we need to do our last job, which is la página 57. So find this page 57. I think last week I said 56, but I was wrong. It's 57. Mira. Una carta para mamá. Sorry, my clicking is very bad today. Hey, what do we got to do today? Read the following letter from Rosaura to her mom in Spain and write the forms of Sarah and a star that best complete each sentence. We can do that. Querida mamá. So that means dear mom. Aquí blank in Chicago. So here I am in Chicago. Which form of should it be yo soy or yo estoy? Which verb, ser or estar? If you said estoy, you're correct because giving a location. I am in Chicago. Aquí estoy en Chicago. Chicago blank una ciudad or una gran ciudad. So Chicago is a great city. Do we think it's feeling that way, or is that a quality of Chicago? Should we use es or está? We should definitely use es here because we're describing it with its quality. It's a grand city. Con muchas personas que blank muy interesantes. So Chicago is a great city with many people that are very interesting. Look at interesting. Now, interesantes, does that word seem like a feeling or a quality of people? Should we be using personas que están or personas que son muy inteligentes? We should have son because son is ser and ser is used for qualities. Eh. Okay. La comida blank fantástica. The food is fantastic. Quality or feeling or state? I will go S here. The food is fantastic. We're talking about its quality. Chicago deep dish. Love Chicago deep dish. La especialidad es la pizza. The specialty is pizza. We're naming or identifying probably could add that to your list. That's not written on here. So naming or identifying things is always ser. Let's do a few more so you guys don't have a ton to do by yourself. Qué rica, how delicious. Vivo con una familia muy simpática. So Rosauda's like, I live with a very nice family. Tienen un hijo que siempre bien contento. So they have a son who is always happy. Should we say es or está? We should say está because that's his feeling. That needs an accent over the A. Let's draw it in. Está contento. Y una hija que blank muy estudiosa. And a daughter who is very studious. Is she feeling that way, you guys, or is that her quality? Should it be es or está? It should be es because that's her quality. She is a studious girl. So next we have it's 9 at night and she is at the library. What should we use when we're telling time for it's 9 at night? Should it be son las 9 or están las 9? It should always be son las 9 when you're telling time. Son las 9 de la noche y ella blank. She is at the library. Should it be es or está? It should definitely be está because that's her location. Está en la biblioteca. Okay, so that's a good about halfway through of this page. I want you guys to try out the rest of these on your own. So los chicos de la escuela también, Blake, muy estudiosos. We have equality, pero no muy serios. They're not very serious. They're very studious, but not serious in Chicago, the students. Mis compañeros y yo, so my classmates and I, Blank, muy buenos amigos, are very good friends. That would be a relationship. So just keep flipping back between your notes on ser versus a star. So here they are again. You want to do a quick screenshot if yours aren't as good as mine? Here they are. Bueno. All right, chicos, work on your password today for me and then work on la página 57. So tell me you're missing something today. Make it either un tenedor, a fork, una cuchara, a spoon, un cuchillo, a knife, una servilleta, a napkin. Tell me that you're missing one of those things today as your waitress. All right, have a fantastic Tuesday. Nos vemos mañana, chicos. Adios.